Hi everyone, this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings, and just here to pop down a card for the day for us. We're using the black and white Faulkner deck as usual. Okay, just having a bit of a shuffle, and we'll put down a card and see what we've got in store today. Okay, so the card I've got for today is the Six of Cups, and Six of Cups is a card that talks about lots of different things really. It's quite a nostalgic card. It can quite often talk about the past, quite often talks about exes coming back in, talks about us maybe reflecting back on where we were and where we are now, and do the two kind of rack up against each other. How do they feel? It can be about looking back at things like childhood, and all of that kind of stuff comes in with the Six of Cups. And it can also be, because of that, kind of reminiscent back into childhood, talking to you about kind of embracing your inner child and maybe having a bit more fun, and kind of really having that much more fun loving energy. So loads of different things going on with the Six of Cups, and I would say to you, in terms of a card for the day, it's quite a reflective card. So rather than kind of having an energy of just piling forward, keep doing everything exactly the same, maybe be a little reflective about where you are and how you're feeling about where you are. The Cups cards are all feelings cards, okay? So these are not, the nostalgia is more of a feeling rather than a thought process. So when you're kind of reflecting, I would say don't overanalyze too much. Think about how you felt in that environment, you know, or how you feel in this environment. The Cups cards are all telling us to listen to our feelings, okay? They're not, the Swords cards much more thought orientated. So, you know, how did you think? How are you in that energy? This is much more, how did you feel? How do I feel today? Do I feel like I'm happy with this? Do I feel like I want some change here? Do I feel like I'm kind of better off than I was? Feel better than I did? Feel worse than I did? All of those energies are important, and it's all about your feelings, okay? So today is a good day for kind of getting to grips with your feelings, having a good kind of reflect on how you feel about the situations that you find yourself in today. How do they feel? They feel good, they feel bad, feel like you need to change them up a little bit, feel bored, feel whatever your energy is. But it does ask you to kind of embrace your childlike energy, and that child in us all needs to be nurtured at some point, okay? So it's all about that, all about kind of nurturing your inner child, having a bit of fun, you know, kind of really getting into the emotion of a situation, you know. Have a look at your day to day and look at the emotions of it. Hi there on Periscope, thank you for tuning in. So we've got the Six of Cups, which is all about emotion, and I'm going to pop down a little energy oracle card today to go with it. Okay, let's see what we've got here. So just in case you haven't seen my videos before, this is the Faulkner deck I use. This is the black and white version of the Faulkner deck. The oracle cards I'm using currently are the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. And this is the card we have from here, which is quite contrasting actually. Six of Cups is reflective. I'm going to be reflective. I'm going to kind of have a look at all the feelings and kind of have that energy around me. And the Energy Oracle card is saying action. Okay, so once you've established how you feel about where you are, could be time to take some action to change it, if you need to, if you feel like you need to, or to move forward in the same direction more positively because you've reflected and you're sure that's right for you. I really love the action card. The action card to me is just so good, because it's all about movement. It's all about forward movement and you being in control of where you are. Okay, so a lot of the work I do with tarot and stuff like that is readings and stuff, and looking at people's energy currently and how that might move forward for them. Quite a lot of people, when they originally come for readings, are looking for predictions and what will happen to me. I don't believe that that's necessarily what it's all about, to be honest, because it's not about what's going to happen to you. It's about how you create something that you want to happen to you. Putting yourself in the right place, choosing the right path, having the right energy around you. The universe reflects back at you what you put out into it. So it's not just a case of life happening to you. You're to use Esther and Jerry Hicks' words, you're co-creating with the universe. You have your part to play. The world just doesn't happen to you. It's not something that happens to you. It's something that happens with you. So you join in with it. That's why I really like action cards, because that's what they're saying. Join in. Come on. Take action. Often readings do a lot of readings about romance and am I going to find romance and will I ever find love? Yeah, of course you will. But only if you put yourself out in a place where you can. It's very unlikely that you will find love shut away somewhere in your house, never going out, never kind of opening your heart, and being very blocked. So, that's very unlikely that you're going to find love there. You need to be out in the world and kind of taking part. So action is saying, once you've done your period of reflection and you've had your little time out to kind of reflect about where you are, don't be afraid to take some action. Okay, just be ready to kind of step out into the world. Be brave, really. I'm just going to also put down one of these Law of Attraction cards that I've got at the moment. I've just been using those a little bit this week to see what that energy is saying to us. So I'm just going to split the cards in half and take the one that's in the middle, because, as I've said before, they're double-sided, so you can't really not know what you're picking. Okay, so let's have a little look and see what we've got. And so what they're saying here is what we've sort of been talking about, really, is that babies are thinking and attracting before they're even speaking. So what the message really is, once we get into adult, it's interesting that this has come up with the Six of Cups, which does talk about, childhood and stuff, is that almost like once we get older and we get more adult and we've had more experience in life and we've seen the downside of life a little bit more, we kind of talk ourselves out of it. We talk ourselves out of believing that we can create our future. When we're tiny, we just do it. We just do it, and we don't have that. We don't have that kind of, I suppose we're quite naive, really, and we don't have that kind of cynical side to us to talk ourselves out of creating stuff. But when we come into the world and we're all kind of like, yay, little kids believe in things, and only when we're adults do we start to really, just talk ourselves out of it all, really. And yeah, so it kind of feels, I'm really sorry I didn't see what your message said. I had to put on my glasses and I didn't actually see what you said, so I'm sorry about that. I missed your message. So yeah, the babies and the little children are already creating the future for themselves, and they kind of have that energy. They believe in stuff, and it's only as we get into adulthood, really, we start to talk ourselves out of believing in what's happening. So I will leave that with you for today. Do work with the Law of Attraction. Put yourself back into child mode a little bit. Really believe that what you can have in your energy is what you can manifest. And I will leave it there for you today. And I will be back again tomorrow to do another card for the day. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.